Hi everyone, good morning and good evening. Welcome to the fourth week of the short series. Today we will be discussing about join keys and how they are used to get, match, and format data from multiple files. Join keys is mainly used to match two files based on a key and get fields from one or more files. The two files are denoted by sort JNF1 and JNF2 for the first and second file respectively. We can do further reformatting using reformat fields to pick certain data from both the files, and outfill can further be used to build the output file in the layout that is required. The join statement works in usually four ways. First is join match records from both the files. The next is pick matching and unmatching records from either file 1 or file 2. Pick all records irrespective of matching or unmatching from both the files. This is done by the join unpaired statement and its various permutation and combination. If we need multiple criteria in a single step, like both matched records and maybe only the record from the first file, we can use the join indicator, which we will see more in the examples. So moving on to our example on the join keys, here we have a simple join keys job which joins df sorted input 1 and input 2. Input 1 is a student file which we have been using in the previous examples, and input 2 is a new teacher file in the below layout, which has teacher id, teacher name, and the classes with the teacher takes, and subject which the teacher takes, district from which the teacher is from, and the joining date of the teacher. So this file will be used as the input 2 for the join keys in the further examples. So in the session, if you see, join keys file 1 is given the keys as 58 comma 15 in ascending order. So if we go to our input file, 58 comma 15 is the district of the first file, and the second file keys is given as 62 comma 15. So if we go to the second file, 62 comma 15 is again the district here. So in the output we expect the data to have the records which are having the matching districts, since we are given the join keys fields as the district columns. So in the reformat fields, while defining what needs to be in the output file, we have defined that the whole length of the first file, which is student file, will be available in the output file. After that we have the teacher name and the teacher district. So after which we use outfill build to just build the file which will be having the whole student record, followed by the respective teacher name and the teacher's district. So after running our job, this is the output file which has been generated. Here we can see that we have only 3 records, and also that the teacher's name and the teacher district has been appended to the output file. So if we see the input file, which is input 1, which is a student file, we have 6 records, of which the district Chennai, Madurai, and Mumbai are the only matching districts from the input 2. Chennai, Madurai, and Mumbai. So both in input 1 and input 2 we have some unmatching records. So if we see our input 2 file, we have a district which is Nashik, but Nashik is not present in our input 1 file, so that record will not be present in the output file. And also in the input 1 file we have some records which are having Delhi and Vadodara as the district. So Delhi, Vadodara, and Nashik, those records, since they are not present in both the files, they will be ignored from the output file, and as expected we have only Chennai, Mumbai, and Madurai in the output file. So moving on to our next example on the join keys, we have another job which is similar to the previous job that we have seen. We have 2 files, input 1 and input 2, and the output we have another file. We are again joining based on 5815 and 6215, which is nothing but the district of the student and the teacher file, and we have the same reformat fields. The only thing different here is we have a statement called join unpaired f2. So what join unpaired f2 does is it gets the matching records from both the files, but it also gets the unmatching records from file 2, that is the teacher file. So on output we expect the same result as last time, but only with extra records which are not matching in file 2. So before moving on to our new jobs output file, I just wanted to show you the last jobs output and how it looks. So the last job has Chennai, Madurai and Mumbai student and teachers. So now moving on to our new job output, if you see, the data is Chennai, Madurai and Mumbai, but it also has another record of Nashik. So this Nashik record is nothing but an unmatched record from our input 2 file. So that is Kevin B, who has the district of Nashik, as we can see here. So this sort will give you the match records from both the files and unmatched record from the file 2. So moving on to our third example for the join keys. Here we have the same kind of job. The only difference it being the previous job had a join unpaired comma f2. This will have a join unpaired comma f1. So what this job will do is, as a previous job, it got the matching record from the both file and the unmatching record from file 2. This will get the matching records from both files, but it will get the unmatched records from file 1. So again, to recap, this is our output file from the first job. We have 3 records, Chennai, Madurai and Mumbai, since they are the only matching records. So if we see our output file for this job, which gets the join unpaired comma f1, we will have all the records from file 1, but only the matching records from file 2. So as you can see, there are 3 new records, 2 Delhi records and 1 Vadodara record. So Delhi and Vadodara will not have a match in the input file 2. Yeah, so as we can see, we have only 4 records and none of them are Delhi and Vadodara. So the sort is working as we expect. So this is our fourth example on the join keys. Here we have the same job, but in the session we have a join unpaired of f1 comma f2. So that means it will pick both the matching and unmatching records from both file 1 and file 2. So just to recap, I'll show you the output of the run 1. So this is the output of run 1, where we pick only the matching records. So after submitting our job, this is the output that has been generated. So as we can see, it picked the matching records like Chennai, Madurai and Mumbai, but it also picked the matching and unmatching records from file 2 like Nashik, and also the unmatching records from file 1 like Delhi and Vadodara. Also note that the data is also sorted based on the district, since that is given in the key here. So moving on to our fifth example on the join keys. Here we have a job in which we have changed the key based on which the files will be joined. Now file 1 and file 2 will be joined based on 37,2. 37,2 on our input file is a class of the student, and also in the teacher file also it is the class. So based on the class, the respective teacher for the student will be assigned in the output. So in this job we have a new statement, which is the join indicator. What the join indicator basically tells is, it will say if a record is available in both the files or only in file 1 or only in file 2. So based on 1 byte character field, it will say if the file is B, that is present in both file 1 and file 2, or 1 only present in file 1, or 2 only present in file 2. So based on this, we can use an outfill include condition on the byte which we have specified the join indicator to be equal to whichever value that we require, whether it is both or 1 or 2. So here I have specified B, and I am building the output file. So in the output I expect only the matching records to be available. So after running a job, this is the output that has been generated. Here we can see that the data is sorted based on the class, and if we go to the right, so for class 10, the teacher that has been assigned is Jane W. So to verify that, we'll just go to the input 2 file. Yeah, so as we can see, for class 10, Jane W is assigned, and again for class 11, Rochelle is assigned. Yeah, and for class 12, Kevin is assigned in the input file, and the same is available in the output. For all class 12 students, Kevin is the teacher. But if you see our input 2 file, we have another teacher record which is Krishnan, and he teaches class 7. So since there are no students from class 7, it has been ignored, which is the result that we expected, since we are using only both the records in the join indicator. So moving on to our next example on the join keys, we have this job which is quite similar to the previous one, but the main difference that we have made is in the outfill include statement. In the outfill, we have made that we will be taking the records which are matching from both the files, and also the records which are only available in file 2. But the issue with this is that the record layout between file 1 and file 2 are quite different, and since we have some packed decimal and binary integer fields in the first file, we would have to build the record layout byte by byte, so that we can have a seamless merge of both the files. So here we have an if condition. So the first if statement states that if the record is available in both the files, we can just go ahead and build it, because the record layout can be merged as it is. And if the record does not satisfy any of the above conditions, that means the record is available only in file 2, then we would have to build the record layout for the for the record which is only available in file 2, so that we don't have any invalid bytes in our record. So for file 2 merging to file 1, I have made all the binary integer fields to have zeros, and also I have made all the packed decimal fields to have a valid 0, and also the alphanumeric fields to be having spaces by using this byte by byte build. And after the 81st byte, I have just taken the data as it is, since it is a valid data which is available in file 2. So another thing to note is that in the outfill build condition, I have given the character from 7, it can have 4 x's. So the character in 7 is nothing but the name of the student. So for the records which are not available in file 1 but are available in file 2, the student name will coming as 4xx, then it will be having spaces, and then all the other fields will be having valid zeros if they are a numeric field, and will be having spaces if they are alphanumeric type. So after we ran the job, we can see the output file. It is generated as expected. So the roll number is 0 and the name is xx for the student, for the teacher who does not have any student, and the class, the marks, everything is 0. The district and the join date are all spaces since they are alphanumeric fields, and the teacher name and teacher district which we are taking from the file 2 is retained as it is. So that's it for today's video on the sort join keys. As always, please let us know if you have any questions in the comments box below, and thanks again for taking your time out to see this video. Have a great day.